Hello everybody, and today's treat for you is a trip around this lovely She 33 in glorious virtual reality with me. So what does that mean to you? Well, that means you can look around or swipe your screen and drag your screen up, down, left or right and look where you like, when you like, and we hope that this really great idea will give you a feeling as to what it's like to be on this boat without actually being here. How cool is that? Some people are a little bit sensitive to the movement of the camera, so if that may be you, then I'll let you know when the camera is going to be moved, and once the camera's moved and set down again, I'll let you know when it's safe and you can return to the tour with me. But let's hope that doesn't happen. So let's have a look around the interior of this lovely She. So she's a vintage boat, and we'll see all sorts of little vintage touches around, but she is a really lovely, nice and clean and great place to be, I think. But let's do the all-important head height test first. So I'm 5'9", so we've probably got 5'10", 5'11" there. So for the really, really tall people, you'll be crouching a little bit, but normal people like me, we're absolutely fine. A nice headlining here, battened in place, a tiny bit of droop here, but that's never, I don't think that would ever get any worse because of the way it's battened in, so no worries at all. We've got 4 windows, 2 each side, lots of light coming in, lots of light and air coming in through the hatch if it's open, lots of light and air coming in through the companionway too. So let's talk about the companionway first. Well, as you can see, we've got a nice deep companionway here, quite shallow in this area because there's a big step to get up and over. That's quite a vintage kind of feel that we don't go for these days so much. Once we're in, we've got a nice wooden ladder down onto the top of the engine box here where you're sitting, and it all feels like really nice, good, solid wood, as does the whole boat. There's lots of nice thick wood here, no nasty veneers, etc, etc, so really nice indeed. And in fact, in the set into the lovely wood here, sorry, nearly said nasty, set into the lovely wood here, we've got a nice little fridge, which is brilliant news. I think that's a fantastic idea. So the ladder's just been slightly offset to the starboard side to cater for that. Really, really nice. So as we're coming down, what have we got to hold on to? Well, we've got handholds in the ladder, we've got 2 posts here to hold on to, and as we've got handholds over the galley here, and as we're making our way forward in a really big blow, this is the kind of thing we're going to do until we reach the handle here and the base of the mast, and then we're through there. So nice and easy to get around. Loads of room here because the saloon table's quite short that way, but that's okay because we can still sit 4 to 6 people around it, I think. And once the flaps up like that, you can see we've got a good sized table. It's offset to the side, so it's always out of the way rather than being in the middle and being a little bit in the way. Both sides, it's just a lot in the way on the port side, but here we've got good clearance. The floor, as you can see, quite worn, although got some nice bits of carpet in the corners, but this kind of fits with the age and the type of the boat, I would say. I'd probably stick a rug over it and it would be absolutely fine, but as it is at the moment, not bad at all. Bilge access, keel bolt access, etc. underneath there, and a grid there which will let all your rain soaking off your oilies drain away to bilge, etc. Really, really nice. So yeah, great to get about this boat. I'm going to pick you up again for the first time actually, and I'll take you over to the galley, so I'll place you down there so the camera's safe again. Now, this is the first thing you come to on the right hand side, or the starboard side as you come down here. We've got a nice L-shaped galley. We have 2 sinks under here, nice and out of the way, which is great. Brilliant for passing cups of tea up and receiving them back down. Absolutely love it. Really handy as well for passing things backwards and forwards. We have cupboards and a drawer underneath as well. Good work surface here, and I'm loving this vintage work surface. It's brilliant. Big cupboards behind for plates and cups, etc. And what is probably the original cooker here, all gimbaled for life at sea with twin burner grill and cooker. I have one the same on Moody Blue, works just fine, and generally speaking a good area to cook in, once you're in here you can really sort of brace yourself against everything that you've got there. No window above, so any galley fumes will be going out of the via the companionway there, but all in all, quite like it. Right then, so let's pick you up and I'll take you over to the navigation station first. Let's put you there. There we go. So you're the navigator, and you can easily talk to the skipper or the helm up there. You can easily talk to the people in the saloon there. Nice big saloon table. The lid hinges up, so we've got storage beneath, fiddle shelf outboards with 3 drawers underneath. If you're going to be navigating, you'll be sitting here facing forward, which is most people's preference, let's be honest. Underneath us here we've got the batteries, and through there we've got the pilot berth to port, so you can see lovely and long, and I think I'd be spending my time there on board if I was skippering, if I was alone or short short crude, etc. And above that, rather than giving you more head height or sitting height here, they've enclosed it in a little bit and given us a lovely big stowage there. You can see all safety equipment in there at the moment. That's really, really handy, and really, really like it. And then finished off on the outboard side, we've got the electrics panel there too. So all really rather good, functional, like this boat is. Okay, let's pick you up again, and I'll place you on the saloon table that I spoke about before. Again, head height, here we go, just to give you another idea. Plenty of room for a 5'9" like me. And we've got, let's put my foot somewhere, we've got outboard cot berths here, which many boats these days would have a bookshelf, etc. there. Could be, I've seen these converted into something else, but these have been left for their original purpose. We've got nice wooden lined outboard bulkhead there, which contributes to insulation, not feeling like you've got a cold bum when you're lying on it, when you're starboard side down on this side, but also looks really nice as well. Behind each of these cushions here, we've got a nice deep locker with lots of stowage in there. Lots of stowage in there, etc, etc, which is great. And underneath here we've got storage as well, along with a flexible freshwater tank, one under here and one under this side too. And if I can manage it, we can pull out this section here. Basically this bottom here just pulls out about 3 inches, and along with it comes a cushion, and as you can see, it just makes the berth that bit wider, so nice and comfortable, somebody who's sleeping on that after a long day at sea. Let's just put it back properly. There we go. So that's the main saloon. We've got the table we've already spoken about. We've got nice berths, nice sofas, outboard berths as well. And actually, these outboard berths, I've so often seen them really, really shallow like that, really short. They're not a bad size at all, so you should be able to squeeze the smaller people or the children in there, no worries at all. Okay, let's pick you up again and move you forwards. I'm just going to bypass this lobby and put you straight into the forward cabin, otherwise you could get a bit complicated. But as you can see, as I reverse out and come back again, a bit of a duck under this bulkhead here, and it brings you level with this locker here. Nice big wardrobe stroke drawers in or shelves in here on the starboard side, and the heads to the port side, where I'll take you very shortly. But once we're through, we're into the forward cabin and I'll join you. Here we go. So I'm sitting down quite comfortably. We have a hatch here for light and air. We've got quite shortish berths. I'd be okay in here. If you're heading for 6 feet, you might be in trouble, I don't know. But they're narrowed down to a point, but we've got somewhere decent to sleep, somewhere to change. We've got cupboards underneath as well. And as in the saloon, we've got the outboard side is nicely lined with wood. 2 big fiddle shelves here, some nice wood at forwards. There is a lot of nice wood on this boat, I have to say. And the headlining looks good too. Bit of droop here and there, but who really worries about that? I'm not sure I do. So yeah, not too bad at all. Very good. Right then, let's pick you up and we'll take you on a journey to the ultimate compartment on the boat, which is the heads. There we go. I'll place you on the edge there. Hopefully you're not going to fall over if I'm really, really careful. There we go. Apologies if you do. So you're in the heads compartment. So when we're in here, if we want the privacy, the door clicks back into position there. There we go, and we've now got privacy, but not from the forward cabin, something to bear in mind. If we're sitting on the toilet, then we're facing to starboard. If we're standing in front of the toilet, if you want to, we can do, because there's reasonable head height in here, comes down a little bit, then we'd be standing and facing to port. We have a manual head, we have a good sink in the corner with hand pumped water and storage underneath. So nice little compartment, I have to say. We've got wood all around us. We have a light here which isn't on, obviously, although there's a bit of light here coming through the vent. But all in all, nice little compartment, does what it needs to at sea and alongside. Lovely. Okay, then let's pick you up for the final time. And I'll just swap hands and close the door so we can get out. There we go. And I'll take you forwards and place you somewhere near where we started. You can sit on that first step there. So this has been Tim from Boatshed Yacht Brokers. You're taking you for a quick tour in virtual reality around the She 33. Hope you've enjoyed the tour. Really beautiful looking boat from the outside, one of the best I've seen. And down here feels nice, solid, vintage, yet you know we could really trick her up with some bits and pieces. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. There are dozens of videos on there, reviews like this for all sorts of boats, from the smallest two-man fishing boat up to the biggest, most luxurious yachts and motorboats and sports cruisers in Brighton Marina. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Take care.